Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Groove podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with part 4 of Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And IMDb gave this joint a 6.3, Keo. What do you think about that?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Really? I mean,
it was a straightforward episode. It's a rescue mission and an escape. That's it.
That's it.
But for me, they lost all credibility and all points lost when that lady handed Obi-Wan a coat and Leia's walking underneath it with the coat. I was like, yo, what is this?
Dude.
This is a grown-up show. What is this?
I was like, first thing I thought of was like, you know, those horses, like those horse costumes where you have like a front person and a back person. I'm like, no security officer on this deck noticed that, hey, this officer has 4 legs, 2 adult and 2 baby legs. Like, what's going on?
I lost it. Like I was on the ground. I had tears coming down my face when I saw that. She was like, "Here, put this coat on." I was like, "What are you gonna do with the coat?" Oh my god! Yo, are you kidding me?
That was
like, you may as well just put him on your shoulders and make a tall person.
Dude, that was almost like a comedy sketch. You know, it's just like, I just needed some comedy music in the background, you know?
You know, like a Benny Hill or something.
Right, exactly. Like Benny Hill, like, you know, as a matter of fact, we can't do Benny Hill like that because Benny Hill would have gotten that like scene off, you know?
Right.
Right.
You're running around with all the people chasing him like, yo.
Or Mr. Beam or something like that, right. You know? One of those 2 characters would have got this like scene off because that one was like so utterly ridiculous.
It is so
I could not believe it. It is insane. You know,
it's so funny.
And like I said, you know, 4 episodes, 4 parts. Thus far, this was the best part out of the 4. Yeah. We have 2 left. They're still not, here's the thing. The other thing is, they're still not off-world. They're still not back to where they are. So we have 2 episodes. Again, maybe this whole season is about them, you know, trying to get back to the planet, which would be kind of ridiculous.
I'm annoyed that they spent the whole entire season rescuing Leia. Oh my god, that's dumb. Your job is to support Luke on Tatooine. That's your only job. That's it. You could put down the Force or be feeble and everything else, but your one job is to look in this kid. Organa's problem was Leia. That was their problem.
Right.
They have a whole planet, an army, and everything on their disposal. He's part of the Senate. So you have the Galactic Empire can help him deal with this matter here.
Yeah.
He can go out straight up to the tippy top and talk to the Emperor about, yo, someone kidnapped my kid. Can you look into this? Because you're still part of the Empire. And this guy's like, yo, I'm going to get this feeble guy to go deal with it and stop him from doing his one job. They got to deal with this.
This is like, but I will say this though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, man, you know what? Like in the first episode, we had the little baby in a serious TV show, right? But Leia, man, she is like holding it down. You cannot front on her. She is holding it down.
She's rambunctious, like Rugrats. She's rambunctious.
But she is holding it down. She's like, listen, I am a princess. Take me back to my planet now. She's like on that level. I'm just like, okay, she's yeah, but I'm really starting to like her character, you know, because when I was watching it last week and then I watched it again today, I was thinking, I was like, wow, you know what? I thought 2 things. I was like, one, Obi-Wan Kenobi would have been a dope animation like type of film, almost like the Clone Wars. It would have been dope, right?
Yeah, it would have been better if it was animated based on what they're doing.
Right. The second thing I thought was, wow, they have another show they can just create off the top of the head, right? Let's say Leia and like Luke, they're teenagers, you know, and they sort of have the Force in them. So this is like the new sort of like team that will, you know, take back the Empire or whatever, or strike back, or I don't know what it is, but, you know, you could create a totally different new show where you have a young
Teenage
Leia.
years.
Well, you never know, because like I said, you know what? They need a show where the Jedi is coming back like, just full force and just
They
slicing
got it.
things up.
Well, yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fix this.
You
Disney so far with Star Wars has not been strong.
no.
They have not. They need to call up George and be like, "Hey, what were your ideas again? Let's take a look at that. You can write some scripts if you feel like it. Come on, just be an advisor. Just check this stuff out. They
Yeah.
need help. They need lots of help.
George may be a
These
little
stories
busy.
are not compelling. The stories they're making are not compelling.
They're not.
Boba Fett was just abysmally bad.
Boba Fett was like bumbling.
Yeah. And then
Totally.
there's no continuity with how they deal with the Force. Like,
Mhm.
you're not supposed to lose the Force. Once you have the Force, you know how to use it. It's it. It's like using your arm. It's part of your thing.
How about this? How about Star Wars without Jedi? That is even. Come on.
Yes. That's what they should have gone that route and been like, okay, we've hunted down all the Jedi. There's only a couple left. We can't find them. What's life like right now? Like, okay, that's cool. Like,
Right.
you could go different ways. Or, a lot of people were begging for the Old Republic. Like, there was I think it was a video game series, but like stories were really good and everybody likes the characters they had from back then. And that's supposed to be like thousands and thousands of years before all this stuff happens. So you can get away from Luke Skywalker and the whole Skywalker Empire thing. You can just move back to the thing, do something new and creative. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of what they're doing Kenobi, and I don't like seeing characters feeble. Like, I want you to be awesome all the time. Like, this is the first episode where Obi-Wan got to do awesome things.
Yeah.
Like, he was holding back the water. He was fighting the stormtroopers there. He got to pull out his lightsaber and do stuff with it. And he's using the Force at a skillful level again.
Kind
These
of,
are all
though.
good.
Kind of. Mm-hmm.
Kind of. It makes me more annoyed about it because he should have been training on Tatooine, getting ready for whatever could come up.
Mad Swift,
The
right?
fact that he buried his lightsaber and didn't do anything, he started cutting up tuna. Like, come on, bro.
I think what they have to stop doing is this, right? If you look at all of these films they're trying to bring back, right? Like The Matrix. Neo looked feeble in the last Matrix. He's old.
Yeah,
Boba
everybody's
looks
feeble
old
and incompetent. I don't want to see feeble and incompetent. I want to see awesome. Like, you know what? A perfect example of this is the Maverick movie, Top Gun. Tom Cruise is doing a new Top Gun movie, and Tom Cruise is being awesome in the movie. Everybody's like, yeah, we're this. And the same thing with Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise is the star of the movie. He does awesome things. That's what I want. I want to see the stars do awesome things, looking cool. Sunglasses on with explosions behind them. That's what I want. I'm tired of this expectations of, we're gonna make this lead character bumbling, and then he's gotta get saved by 20 other people, and it's just a interaction, just discovering his true meaning in life. I don't want to see that. Be awesome. That's what I want. Be awesome. That's
because
hour and a half of being awesome. That's it. That's all I want.
Because like all the cool things that Picard did in like Star Trek Generations, they should have left it at that. He came back as feeble, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? He did exactly like the pens, like like
you're right. He's got like, tapioca and go
Costco size depends. I mean, you can use for like 3 weeks, like 3 months before you go back to get a refill. It's just like you have to, just like in the United States Congress, we need term limits. Hollywood, we need term limits. Like
stop pulling back these old people,
right? Because they are killing your franchise, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this, I don't know. Before I go on, do we even have to give an overview, or do we just want to like go through some stuff?
I mean, I give a the overall. The basics is for the overview is that it's a rescue mission to get Leia back.
Yeah.
So he goes and runs into Ice Cube's son, and he's like, forget you guys. I'm never gonna help you guys because we gotta worry about the Empire. And he turns around, and is like, I'll help you guys. Like, what just happened here?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you're like, I'm not helping nobody.
Listen, he is, and that's basically it. So, again, Kenobi, he was great. He, in
Yeah,
the
he did cool.
movies.
He
That
did
should have been
Jedi
it.
stuff.
If you're
Yeah.
gonna come back with a great Jedi story,
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna come back from his last story, which was as a great Jedi, and you're gonna hit us like 10 years later with this new show,
Mm-hmm.
right? Kenobi has to remain awesome. He has to be cool. He has to be dope.
Yes.
He has to be the one finding
Yes.
the Jedi and bringing them back to order.
Yeah, helping these guys out. Like, I'll help you hide or whatever. This guy's a bum. Telling me,
He's
get out of here. Bury your lightsaber.
this guy
Like,
is a
bro.
Jedi babysitter now, basically.
Yeah, you're a high level person and you know how stuff's supposed to be run. You're supposed to help force sensitive people. That, like, if you did that, if the show was about Obi-Wan helping force sensitive people when he could and checking in on Luke, I've been like, all right, cool. That's fine. But
Yeah.
making the whole show about running after Leia, I just don't. And then you're doing a disservice to Moses because she's got nothing to work with. She's like, be menacing to a toddler, but you can't torture her. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? I'm gonna be mean to you. All right, sit down and eat your porridge. Like, what
I
are you
think
doing here?
yeah, that was kind of weird for me because I was saying offline to you, I watched the James
Mm,
Bond movie. In that movie, man, the way they just like use
mm,
that girl, that little girl, that baby girl as like a shield, as like, a
yeah,
bargaining chip. They did the same thing with Leia here. They're just like, they're about to torture her. I'm just like, what are we about to see this?
yeah. But the thing about it is, not once that I was like, oh my god, they're gonna torture her. I didn't think that for a second. I was like, there's no way Disney's gonna allow that to be on screen because people were
Don't
upset
even
from the
show it.
opening show. Yeah, but they were never gonna allow. They were never gonna do it. They were never gonna show it. And so, and she's pressing the buttons like, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna press these buttons. I was like, it's
Mm,
never gonna happen. There's no tension. Like, I'm looking at the way they wrote this show. I don't feel like, oh my God, this could go down at any moment. Like, everybody could die. Like, I'm not feeling that at all. I'm just like,
yeah.
oh, okay. He's gonna find, he's gonna get her, and it's gonna be a rescue. All right, cool. Like, I'm not getting this tension. And it's because the way they wrote it. They wrote it like it's like a kid's movie.
And the other thing is this, right? This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the name of this show, right? You
Yeah.
have other characters that are outshining him, right? Reva is
He's not the star
outshining
of
him.
this show. He's not the star of his show. I
Leia
hate that.
is
I
dude.
hate it.
Leia is outshining him.
Yes, he's a bumbling old dude who can't remember where he put his lightsaber. That's what
Tala
we're
is
dealing
sort
with.
of outshining him too in some
Everybody,
way.
everybody on this show is outshining the lead character, and that's on purpose because they're trying to downplay Obi-Wan from greatness. That's Disney. Disney is like, we're gonna put everybody up there above you, and the main character is just gonna be useful or useless.
Wow,
That's the best way.
that that
You
would
gotta
be
be a bum.
that's not a good strategy.
They
Wow.
they did that to Luke Skywalker in the two movies. He turned out to be just a bum. It's
Yeah,
Luke Skywalker.
and they did that to Boba Fett.
It did to Boba Fett. Same
Yeah,
thing. It's going on so much. It's a pattern. So it seems to be intentional at this point.
do
That the
you,
main characters that everybody loves, we're just gonna make them bums.
do you think that this is how they kill off the some of these awesome characters? They're like, let's make him a bum, and then we won't renew
Yeah,
their wow, that's
yeah.
kind of screwed up. It's,
Because
it's like it's your
they're trying to
character.
push
You
you,
created
but
this.
they're trying to push you towards the new characters, but they can't create good new characters, so they gotta wreck the old ones so you go like, this is all you got. All you guys are the new guys.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like someone was like really angry inside of a studio because they couldn't create an
Mhm.
awesome, great new character, and they were like, "Oh, I'm angry,
Like,
and I'm
I'll
gonna
just wreck this
take one of
guy.
these.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll use this old character and like bring him down."
yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is on purpose. It's happened too many times for it to be a fluke at this point. This is on
Okay,
purpose.
it's insane. Okay, so Kenobi and Tala, they
Mhm.
go to this the Inquisitor's palace. I guess I don't know what it is, but it's
I don't
like
know. His pyramid, his dark pyramid.
right, and it's in the middle of an ocean, like a body of water. That's the only thing on this planet is water in this temple, really, right? And
Yeah,
so,
it's like the cloners and
right,
what's that planet? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, go on, go on.
I want to know. Oh, you mean where they build all the clones?
Yeah, the cloners, the tall, lanky people, they make the clones.
Oh,
It's on a water
right.
planet,
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. What's their names? I can't
Kamina or
remember.
something. I think that's the planet's
Yes,
Kamina.
Kamina. That's it,
Yeah.
Kamina. Okay, so Tala and Kenobi, they go to this the Inquisitor spot. We're gonna call it Club Inquisitor.
Mhm.
And I'm not quite sure. I want to know, like, how did Tala drop Kenobi off? Like, drop them into the water. They didn't show
You
that.
notice this?
Right.
There's nothing around you. It's not like there's some bushes. You can just, okay, I'm gonna drop you off here, and then we're gonna fly in. Like, yo, where'd you
give,
drop
give
him?
me 10
This
minutes. I'll
guy
meet you at the
swam.
booth.
He swam 20 miles to get to this thing
Yeah,
without being
no,
seen.
come on. Oh, and let's not forget, because he was burned, and then they put him in the Bacta
Just
tank, and he
back to
came
tank.
up, so he wasn't even really healed. So I don't know how he can swim, not being fully healed. But they get on this planet, the two of
Plot
them.
holes.
They
Yeah.
get on this planet. They get on the Inquisitors like headquarters, and they're just able to work their way through all of the stormtroopers, everyone else, all the fifth brother walking around all angry. They got through him, just the seeker droids, everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's just
I,
like,
I
okay,
love I love how they're like, this planet doesn't have, or this base doesn't have any shields, because that's so convenient. So you didn't have to do that scene. You didn't have to film the scene.
right?
There's a cutback right there. They're like, there's no shields here, so we can just fly right in, so we don't have to film
Dude,
that part.
they probably saved about 200,000 not filming
Yeah,
that.
right. There's still a
Like,
ton of money
okay,
I
we
have to
need to
film
cut
it.
we need to cut costs. Let's do the shields. Let's do
Well, like,
let's do the barber, like helping Kenobi shave and cut his
yeah.
hair, all that sort of stuff.
It happened off screen. Well, it would be impossible for them to get in there without a droid, because they don't have a droid.
Yeah.
So like, how would you get past the shields?
Yeah.
So that's right there. It's just like, cut it out. We don't need no droids in this show. We were just gonna keep it moving. Let's go. So they
Yeah.
get on the base.
Mm-hmm.
He swims underneath, kills the stormtrooper. Nobody knows his Bob is missing. that's the first thing.
No one goes into the room that he was dumped in either. It's just like, oh,
yeah,
no one
like,
goes
yo,
in.
if someone's on security detail and they don't check in after 5 minutes, they're gonna,
Come on,
alarm's
right?
gonna go off.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of security detail.
Okay, so listen. So I will say this though, right? Okay, when Tala was approaching the Inquisitor's headquarters, right? Yeah. Disney does do a really great job at giving you that like Star Wars look and feel. When they were walking up there,
everything's glossy and black piano.
You know what I'm saying? So
it looks cool.
Like, okay, see, Disney, I will, you got to give Disney this and tell me if you agree with me. Their cinematography, their like, CGI, their production, the whole nine, they generally get that right though, right?
It looks cool. It looks menacing. That base looks menacing. Like, oh, these are the bad guys. All right.
That base looks
Nazis.
And, when I first saw it, I thought it was Vader's base. It's not.
Yeah. It's the Inquisitor's base. Like,
yeah, I was like, wow. So they get into this base and we start to see what the base is all about. It's a tomb basically for Jedi, which is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. That was kind of weird though. So you guys fought these guys and then like, hold on, get that guy, get that girl, get that kid. All right, we're gonna tune them for we're making statues out of them. Like, what? Like, there's a space taxidermy up here? Like, how did he do this?
And it's like,
why would you do it? Why would you do it?
That's narcissistic question. On so many levels. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna kill this person,
why?
put him in. Yeah. Exactly.
You know, it's like in like the Vietnam War, they used to cut people's ears off, and there was like a trophy or whatever. Like that's what that looked like. It's a trophy.
It's weird,
why? Because like the Inquisitors would be the type of people that they don't get any glory from cutting them down. That's just their job. That's our job right now. We're just cutting people down. That's it. They move on. And here's the other thing: by using the lightsaber, you would have been cutting all these people in half. They'd be missing arms, head would be gone, legs would be gone. I
wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, they're not gonna be dying perfectly. Their clothes are nice and they put it like, hold on, get this guy's closet, get this guy a brand new shirt. We gotta put him in put him in Emperor or whatever. Like, yo, what doesn't make any sense. These guys would be fought in battle. They're Jedis. They would have been defending themselves. So they would absolutely get cut down with the lightsaber.
I wanted to ask you about that because I noticed like when Kenobi did actually start using his weapon of choice and slicing fools up, he
That's
really wasn't
Disney.
right.
He didn't slice nobody. That's Disney.
Right.
Disney was
So
like, no blood. Don't you
right.
dare cut anybody in half.
So you mean to tell me like all of the Star Wars movies we've seen, all of the animated Star Wars stuff that we've seen, yo, their weapon, like you said, slices people in half. This guy was hitting the stormtrooper like 3 or 4 times, and he was just like going down like he just got like a really bad blow.
And the lightsaber bounced off of it. I was like, oh no, no.
So I wanted to ask you this here.
Yeah.
Does this weapon over time gets weaker?
Nope.
Or does it need to like
and they don't have any shields on their bodies to prevent this. If he hit them, he should have sliced right through them like butter.
Is it possible that he just forgot his USB charger back on the ship and forgot to charge this joint out?
It's powered by a kyber crystal. That thing goes on forever. Nope.
I'm just kidding.
Nope. So he didn't have a shield on. He didn't have like a rubber suit that's supposed to bounce off the laser or whatever. Nope. There should have been a sea of arms and legs just cut off from him doing, because that's the whole point. It's like a samurai.
Yeah.
Like your things are defensive, but you know what? How you fight is you cut things off, so you stop fighting. That's what should have happened.
He finds
arms and legs down there.
Exactly. So he's able to scoop up Leia, and then he starts fighting. So this is the first time we've seen him fight. What do you think about his skills? I mean, is he picking that up, or is it bad? Is it good? What is it?
It was okay, but like again, like when you're doing the fight, Disney was like, no blood, don't cut any arms or limbs off. So it looked silly because it basically looked like he's fighting and then holding back. So it looked like, I'm going to tap you real here. I'm going to tap you like this and keep this fight going, rather than if he was actually doing it for real. Like, remember the Phantom Menace when they're fighting those robots?
Yeah.
Those little robots, they were just slicing the robots in half. That's what should have been happening.
I was like, wow, but maybe, yeah.
These guys are metal.
Yeah.
The robots are metal or some kind of whatever the thing is from their thing is. So if you're slicing through robots like that, people should be no problem. Should be like butter.
None. And so, again, so what it felt like to me was just like all of a sudden he got these these forgotten skills back. Using his weapon, being able to hold, stop things with the Force. And so, when
that's another thing.
Yeah.
He should have been Force pushing these guys away.
Right.
He didn't use the Force at all during the fight.
He used, not during the fight, but like when the glass broke, it was about
the glass.
Right, exactly.
But that's it. It's not like a witch's spell. Like you get tired using it, but you can still use it. It's easy to Force push somebody away. That's a basic. Yeah. That is Force 101 is Force pushing somebody away. And if you hold the glass, you would have pushed those guys, stormtroopers, away so you can get through them easily without having to actually
you could have like broke the glass yourself, so he could have done 2 moves.
You just pushed them away, done the glass, done, got out of there.
But he used that move to stop the glass.
Yeah, but it was like the least effective way. As far as Jedi goes, you wouldn't have fought those guys that way because you want to eliminate the death. You don't want to do that. You want to try to push them aside and then go on about your business or knock them out. Or use like the Jedi mind trick or something. You would have done something so you don't have to use Force on them because it's uneven. It's not even close.
Yeah.
He should have mowed through these guys if he was actually trying to fight them. So it would have made more sense to Force push them in the wall and knock them out. I don't know.
So he was able to get out, and it's just really strange that he just all of a sudden got these skills back, and he's like, oh, hey, I can fight. I can like hold things back. The Force is back with me. But he still looks sort of feeble and like not sharp.
Like extra feeble. Yeah.
Right.
Extra feeble.
Let me say this, right? Okay, and then before I was going to say something about Reva, but they ended up getting off the planet. Again, really weird. They're there on the deck, and it's like 1 million like stormtroopers, and they're able to get off, And they're also able to walk across the deck with all these security people with
The
Leia,
coat on.
the coat on, dude. Come on. I mean, this is straight out of like, Comedy Central or something
Let
like
me
that.
ask you this:
What's
how
up?
did the ships fly in undetected? 3 of them is 3 ships
Mm-hmm.
flew in undetected. No one blasted them out the sky. No one
No,
chased them. They just watched them fly away. Like what? You're in a base. There's
no
full of ships
shields. I
there.
guess it has no shields and also no like detection sort of monitor or something like that. I don't know. But
This
it's
is
like kind of weird.
but this is like the Inquisitor's headquarters, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of ships there. There's a bunch of pilots. No one's just gonna chase them. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
about
insane.
that was a lazy writing of Reva saying, "Oh no, I put a tracker on that thing, so we'll find them." Like,
Yeah.
really,
That's a
really,
good
that's your
segue.
go-to.
Well, not really a segue, but Reva is extremely cunning. She could be.
Yeah,
I think maybe it is. Could it be possible that she's even playing Vader? Is that even
I
possible?
think.
Because she is
Well,
really.
you said it before. She's gonna
Mhm.
turn good. I think she's gonna turn good before the season's over.
You think she's going to turn good? She is so bent on. I don't know, man. It could go either way, but
No, I
she's
think she's gonna turn
really,
a good guy
really
and save
cunning.
the day.
She may
I
be the
think she's
star of
gonna
this
turn a
show,
good guy.
dude. She may be the
She
star
is
of
the
this
star.
show.
It's the Leia and Reva show. It's not Obi-Wan show.
You said the Leia.
Guy's in the background eating some tuna.
It needs
That's all
some like
he's
theme
doing right now.
music for real.
Yeah, it's the Leia and
Um,
Reva show.
so
So you know what other thing too that kind of
what's
annoyed
up?
me?
What's up?
Vader came in with the first choke and then stopped. Like that's not Vader. Vader would have killed her instantly. He would
Like,
have walked the room, choked her out, and be like, "You're now in charge. You're sister
I don't
number
care
3,
what you did.
whatever."
Clip,
Yeah, it would have been like, boom, no questions asked. Boom, you're
Yeah.
done. You failed me for the last time.
Mhm.
Boom, done. There's no second chances of, oh, I got a tracker. He's like,
Well,
good job.
dude,
Like, no, that's not Vader.
we
Oh, who
have
that guy is. That's not
we
Vader.
have a softer, more gentle Vader.
He killed people in the village. And then he's
Vader
like,
is a lot more gentler now.
got a tracker on them. Good job. What?
Threw that
That is
joint
not
on
Vader.
Lola, like the little girl's like android robot or whatever,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like, okay, she
When,
Reva
when you
has
put the
had a lot
tracker
of
on there?
chances. What you say?
When did Reva put the tracker on there? Because Leia's watching her the entire time. When
Yeah,
that tracker get on?
I guess
I would like to know when that happened.
she had it like on her, like a
In her
nanobot,
hand?
like a virus nanobot or something. I don't know, viral.
Yeah, but like she wasn't planning for Leia to escape, so how would she know to put the tracker on there? When did you do this?
Yeah, I know. It's
She
like I
was
said,
planning. There was no plan for Leia
Mhm.
to ever get off of this base. They were
That's
planning to
another
torture
clip.
her and get information.
Crazy loopholes in this joint. They go from like
Loophole.
one scene to another one. Like, wow, what happened in between? How did
And then,
he?
the other thing that annoyed
know?
me is that she was planning to torture Leia. Leia is 10. She doesn't know anything. If they were gonna talk about their plans, Leia would be playing in the corner with her robot, and she wouldn't be listening to them because she doesn't know what to pay attention to. She's a kid. Why is she like, where's the rebel base, kid? Like, what are we doing here?
Right. If she wasn't able to get the information just with her mind tricks, right? She
That's
tried
another
to.
thing.
Yeah. And I was just like, but she did say, "Oh, you're pretty strong," just like what.
No.
Yeah.
Reba should have instantly recognized, oh, you're force sensitive. All right, we gotta kill you right now.
Right there.
Get
You're
you out of the
Jedi.
way. That's your job.
Let's put you in
The
the
second
tomb.
she tried to, the second she's like, oh, wait a minute, I can't do it. Oh, you're force sensitive. Kill her instantly. Don't even ask any questions. That's what Reva should have been doing. That was weird. That was really weird. Unless Reva is a double agent and she's playing this entire time. That's the only way you can explain why she didn't recognize she's force sensitive.
That is listen, man, that would be a really interesting plot, with Reva.
I'm telling you, it's coming. I don't know, episode 5 or 6. Reva's switching teams.
Okay, well, I mean, that would be pretty
Bank it
interesting.
right now.
I think
Bank it right now.
Or she can go the opposite way. She can like say, you know what? No. I'm gonna kill Vader. I'm gonna take over this whole joint, and then I'm gonna go join But then wait, she'd have to like fight the Sith Lord too, which he's no joke, right?
Can't fight Vader. Vader's a mow through her like some white on rice or whatever. There's nothing. There's
He's
no
pretty
way she
slow
could fight
too.
Vader.
He's pretty slow too. Yeah. No way. But okay, so if she does go back to like the Jedi, that would be kind of interesting because then she has a story. She is something there. So I would like to know what
I
that is.
I
That'd
don't
be
think
really
she
interesting.
survives. This is my prediction.
Mhm.
Reva's gonna do something heroic to save the day that Obi-Wan should be able to do but doesn't do, and Reva's gonna sacrifice herself to save the day. That's what's gonna happen. Bank it. Bank
She
it right now.
also seems, in some really weird and strange way, she also seems almost like fond of like Leia, just like
Mm.
this is a pretty bossy
Like,
chick. I like her,
you're spunky kid, yeah. Like
Right, I like this kid.
the
I called her
Legos
a
later.
chick. Like, I like
Oh,
this kid. This is a bossy kid. I like this kid. This is me when I
yeah,
was
yeah,
young. So, maybe she has a little feelings there for her on that level. Um,
yeah.
Pretty interesting, man. But
We gonna see what's gonna happen.
we will see. We have two more parts.
Yeah.
That's what they call
Let
them.
me ask you this.
What's up?
Do you think it's gonna end on a high note as a great show? It's gonna redeem everything, or is it gonna fizzle out like Boba Fett?
Um. Okay, so I'll say this: if they air part 6 and this is like the finale of them getting off the planet and getting back home,
Mhm.
then that's going to be like a big no for me. It's just like, you know what? That doesn't, no, you should have been, again, you can't have Star Wars without Jedi. If it's
Yeah,
Kenobi should have been on a mission trying to find Jedi, not like,
yeah.
babysitting. So this show is
Well, at
already
least,
weird for me already. I mean, we haven't even rated the episodes yet.
yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Can't
we
do it.
can't do it. This is a first for us. So it's just like the show is already weird. So I can't see it
Mhm.
like ending like the first season in like a bang bang. I can't see that.
Mhm.
What about you?
It. What we needed was a fight with Obi-Wan and Reva, and then we had a fight with Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and we got one, and it was awful. And I don't think we're gonna get the other one. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna happen.
But during this fight, is anyone like going to get killed?
No, I just think like a
A big fight,
proper,
yeah,
well
right.
choreographed fight, like a
I'll see
duel,
you
and like,
next.
oh
Like
yeah, we're
I'll see you
evenly
next time.
matched. Yeah, like
Right.
an evenly matched, and you just escape with your life. Or Reva is like, oh wow, Obi-Wan's way better than I thought he was. I gotta get out
Right.
of here, like something like that.
Yeah. And before we leave, just the way he runs too, I'm like, okay, we can't have these like, people running who are like 80
Chop his
years
leg
old.
off.
Come on. It's
This
just
dude
like,
was gonna cut his leg off when he was running.
yeah,
I was like, oh no, oh
this is
no.
crazy, man. Are we rating this joint? We're not going to rate this, are we?
No, we're gonna rate episode 6. That's when we're gonna do the rating. And I have a feeling my prediction is somewhere in the fives, 5, 6s. I think that's where this is gonna end up.
You
I
mean the
like that
entire
there's
season?
yeah, the entire season. I think it's gonna end up in the 5, 6. I like that we finally got Obi-Wan doing cool things and looking like a Jedi, but oh my god, man, I was dejected watching him run away from Vader like that. That bothered me so much. And like, you just sat there and got burned. You didn't roll around and roll away to get out the fire. You just sat
Yeah.
there like, oh no,
Yeah, it's
this
crazy.
is my fate now. What? You could have
Out
rolled
of
out of that thing.
out of all the Disney shows that we've seen thus far, like
Mm,
Mandalorian, even though we haven't really spoken about that, Mandalorian, Boba Fett,
it's way better. Mandalorian's way
um,
better than this.
Loki, Night Moon. Now
Moon
this,
Knight. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Moon Knight. I still have to
Mhm.
say that out of all those like lit TV series, I still think Loki is like just
That's a
heads
better one
above.
for
Yeah,
you.
that Loki is just bananas.
I
You
like the
know,
Mandalorian the best for me. I think that's the
that'll be
best
my
show they've done.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Kenobi, but I can say this right: if the entire season is them getting back, bringing Leia back, I'm down with. Like,
I said no for me. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that may be a 5 for me, or maybe even a 4. I'll give
Mhm.
like points for creativity, but yeah, that'll be a low
It'll
score
be
for
it'll
me.
be low. It'll be a low score if that's all you're gonna do. Go from another planet, like they're gonna fall into another planet rescue Leia again, and then finally get to Alderaan. Like, come on, man, like stop.
Or maybe Luke is like now like kidnapped. So now it's like a kidnapping show.
I don't want to see the rescue rangers from Obi-Wan. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, dude, like, you know what? If he was fighting off people or defending him from afar, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Or like he was out there trying to help the Jedi while he was protecting Luke. That's what I wanted to see. But this running after Leia for 5 episodes now, I don't like that. Like,
I'm not feeling
good.
That.
Nah.
Well, there you have it. Another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.